I want to come and sum up the FaZe dilemma as quickly as possible for you guys. Christmas Day 2025, each member of FaZe posted on their Twitter pages left FaZe. Once this news traveled, fans were speculating as to why everybody left FaZe. After each member announced their departure from the group, one of the creators, FaZe Banks, came on Twitter to address everything. He also mentions in his video, despite investing millions of dollars in their careers, providing them with free housing, free film people and staff, giving them access to all the FaZe channels, and taking 0% of their income, he mentions how he doesn't appreciate being voted out for an issue that was blown up on social media. A few months ago, FaZe Banks was pushed out of FaZe because of a crypto scam. Basically, you get some crypto bros come to a celebrity, get them to promote a coin. People dump thousands of dollars into the coin and they make the coin stock rise. The people who are in charge of creating the coin, they then make a ton of money, pull all of their money out of the coin, and then the stock drops. It's called a rug pull. He was a part of a rug pull and he was pushed out of FaZe a few months ago. And in the video that he made, he seemed a bit angry, he seemed a bit resentful. He talked about a lot of, things in that video, which prompted other people to respond. This also brought more attention to PlaqueBoyMax. A few months ago, PlaqueBoyMax left FaZe. Up until recently, we did not know why Max was leaving FaZe. Based on videos and messages that were posted, it seems as if FaZe company, corporate, they came to Max and told Max that he was needed to pay $20,000 to live in the FaZe house, or he was going to have to give a percentage of his revenue to FaZe. Because he is legally not allowed to speak about certain things, his cousin, a guy named Fatboy Dip, decided to go on stream and speak about some of the things that led to Max's departure.
You see that little townhouse that Max was in FaZe? They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the or give a percentage of myself. What the
Of course, the clips from his cousin's stream went viral. All the fans were asking questions. Other people in Max's chat asking him about this particular situation.
Y'all remember when Lacey got kicked from FaZe? He really got kicked from FaZe. He got kicked from FaZe because, according to the assistants and the staff and the cameramen, they said that he had missed a video shoot or something. So my point of this is to tell y'all this. We had no control. There was no control. We're just like we're puppets. At least that's what it felt like. You get what I'm saying? So out of these moments, I really questioned, and I think I made a decision, especially after this, you feel me? Alleged thing happened, where I'm like, bro, what am I gonna do here? I can't be here no more.
In PlaqueBoyMax's video, he also mentioned that he was approached by people in FaZe to fire his manager. They said that if he didn't fire his manager, he would not be able to be a part of his FaZe company. So of course, Max fired his manager so that he could be a part of FaZe. After Max went live with some of the information from his point of view, FaZe Banks also went on Twitter with a 20-minute video. He also posted some text messages that he received from Max. I don't know exactly what time FaZe Banks posted these videos, but PlaqueBoyMax also posted something on that day as well. He said, I joined FaZe at 20. I respected Banks. After I left FaZe, Banks would call me saying I needed him and my career was falling off. He took advantage on the fact that I was depressed and in the hospital. At one point, I let all the calls get to me and I asked to join FaZe again. But I kept going, and in November, I was introduced to a manager who helped me realize that a lot of things he told me was lies. I've since leaving work with bigger guests and brands and have a 2026 plan that is only even bigger than what I've accomplished so far. This also makes sense because in the text messages that Banks posted, you see Max asking for an opportunity to come back to FaZe. After Max posted his Twitter post, FaZe Banks responds. He said, PlaqueBoyMax is a liar. You guys see that way I spoke to him via our text messages, I always handle with care. Keeps his friends over, left because he thought he was the program, and has admitted multiple times it was strictly a career move. This kid thinks he's Travis Scott, and it's a shame it's come to this. Lying on, dragging someone who's only helped you, botting views, it's a joke. It's all ego. He literally signs his messages off as Prince. He's telling you who he is, you just won't listen. PlaqueBoyMax and FaZe Banks back and forth on Twitter, led to Max's cousin coming back to stream to expose the dynamic of the relationship between Banks and Max, and also some of the shady business practices that made Max want to leave FaZe in the first place. During the same live stream, Max's cousin also mentions how FaZe tried to steal and also sell Max's identity to Spotify for about $400,000.
Max, you see how Max is a partner of Spotify, right? He did not have that sponsorship at first. FaZe did. They redid Max's house, right? Redid his shit. And they're like, yo, can we put up the Spotify for this video? It's sponsored. Max is like, yeah, whatever, that's cool. After the video, I'm like, yo, take that shit down. You're not getting paid, nigga. These start saying, nah, this shit hard as shit, bro. Like, that shit just look good and make it official, bro, to Spotify, da-da-da. And so Max ends up leaving FaZe. We only knew this because he left FaZe. He got the deal on Spotify. They dropped FaZe and gave it to Max. Guess how much this was for? 400 bands for 5 months. About to run off a half the ticket off.
All the back and forth was happening between Max's cousin, and FaZe Banks. All the other members of FaZe were relatively quiet online, except for their initial tweet. So it was a surprise to fans when all the members would go live to speak about their departure.
A week ago, we all stopped streaming during the last day of our marathon that we were doing. Like, I know a lot of people thought, oh, we're trying to make this a joke or whatever. That's never been the thing. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. And we have decided as a group that obviously it was in our best intention to leave FaZe Clan. So all the speculations that like, oh, this is like an announcement, or this is something that we planned, this was not planned, and this was just some things that we came to terms, and yeah, we are leaving FaZe Clan.
So I'm gonna give you guys a timeline of the business structure of FaZe and how the business changing caused issues. It's a few things that's happening. It's the percentages, and it's also the management situation that could be happening. So it says GameSquare purchased FaZe Clan's parent company, FaZe Holdings, in 2023. So in 2023, this is around the time that they probably first got introduced to the new FaZe boys. This is according to sources. The FaZe guys lived in the FaZe house for over a year before they were approached with contracts. The contract said that the FaZe company wanted 20% of the revenue. And because these guys have built their platforms, made millions of dollars, at this point in their career just didn't seem like the smartest idea to sign a contract giving over 20% of your revenue.
They're using FaZe's foundation, their money to buy stuff for shoots, brand deals, like FaZe has been doing, right? It's a corporate business, right? So they never signed that 20% initially. They come after them a year and a half later and then ask for the 20%. That is where I think that that's in the wrong. Because listen, if your intention was to sign these guys for 20% to join FaZe, they probably would have all done it. But now you waited till they're big and they already have millions of followers and dollars. So why would they sign a contract?